Alrighty then, ladies and gents, we are back with week number 1 of the PICA. If you want to know which sets I'm running and why and what the entire opposing team is, go and check out the team builder below. What we're going to do now is see how well Jirachi does, right? So thus far, well, he brought the Zardex that I so feared, but I have 1, 2, 3 checks for. Palisand gets fucked by Tangrove, and Gardevoir does so too, I believe. Skarm set up 8 for Jirachi, so I should be good. I definitely have the matchup here. However, Brian gave me a run for my money more than once. So we haven't won yet, even though I do think that I should be able to wall his entire team. And we're just gonna go with that. He leads off with Serena, as I lead off with Manectric. And turn 1, I make a prediction. I get out Intimidate on Serena anyway, so if I had that wrong, it wouldn't be too shabby. But I know he wanted to trace my Lightning Rod, so I just go for Toxic. And another thing, another option was like him switching into Palisand. I probably predicted that because this is about 6 weeks ago, but I probably predicted Palisand right here, so I went for Toxic turn 1 on that just to whittle Palisand, and then I could hard switch into my Tangrowth or something along those lines to just wall that. But this also works out on the Gardevoir, so I forced the hard switch out because I can't full switch, and he goes for Shadow Ball and Tangrowth, seeing that Tangrowth is definitely AV right there. So I double out, probably predicting his Zard, and to just get it rocks, and then potentially Earthquake or Stone Edge or something. But he goes into Serena, and now I'm just going to go into Tangrowth, again. And he's just going to U-turn out. He's getting heavy chip on Tangrowth already, and I'm not sure whether I like that, because I kind of need Tangrowth for potential PC, but mostly Gardevoir and Palisand, and also a bit of Serena. So Tangrowth, I have to get out of there. So he goes into Zard. I do get the attack boost with Porygon 2, as he sets up a substitute. And at this point, I'm like, bollocks, man. If this guy is Sword Stance substitute with like dual stab, I'm in a world of hurt. I am in a world of hurt. But he's just gonna Mega Evolve, and he's just gonna go for the Dragon Claw. As I'm just gonna... So he crits me with a Dragon Claw, which is unfortunate, but you know what, those things happen. As we'll see, there will be some hacks. Not terrible hacks, but there will be some hacks in this game. So, I predict the switch into his Ghost type, and I think I calced it where this should prob... So I get the return crit. Fair is fair, I guess. So his Palisand is at half health. I don't want this thing to get toxic here. I should have probably recovered, but I didn't. I just didn't want that thing to get toxic, so I go into Tangrowth here. Knowing... Well, I thought that he knew that, you know, this thing is meant to take on Palisand, and it's probably sped up to take on Manectric, so I just put Power Whip on there to hit it on the other side. So he'd probably be going into Skarm here. So what I do is double into my heart counter to Skarm, which is Jirachi. Unfortunately, he preferred letting, you know, this thing take massive damage and then toxic my Tangrowth. So I doubled. I like tried to just catch him on the switch, but that didn't work. So now I have to go back to the Tangrowth to take on this thing as he hits me with an Earth Power, and that just tickles my nutsack a little tiny bit. So we're just gonna go for the Power Whip to show him the power of Tangrowth. And he is not known to sack his Mons, even though this thing can potentially still take on Mega Manectric from this amount of HP. So this time around, I'm going to double into Jirachi again, predicting the Skarmory. And thank God, this time it works out. So, fortunately, the over predictions without any, you know, detrimental side effects. He gets up his rocks. I hit him with a T-Bolt, and here once again I figure, you know what, he's not gonna sack his Mon, nor can he really touch me. He could go for a Roost or like a Brave Bird or something along those lines. But what I'm gonna do is just set up a substitute right here, and just start clicking Shadow Ball as he goes into his Palisand. I also considered Energy Ball, but you know what, I figured just Shadow Ball is the general better option because that also hits the Gardevoir for super effective damage. I do get a Spadef drop. Let's be honest here, that one didn't matter one bit, and here he should let his Palisand go, but he's in range of Psychic, very much in range of Psychic, and so I decided to go for Psychic, but he switched out into his Porygon Z to set up in my face. I mean, this is especially offensive Jirachi. You don't set up in that thing's face. Look at the rollout at 50.5, so he was probably at 49% somewhere, so I was like, okay, if I can just get the exact same roll, then, you know, PZ is gone, because I'm invested to outspeed that thing. If he was Scarf, then I wasn't too fussed anyway, because I also had a bunch of HP investment. So, he sags his Porygon, while he should have actually just sagged his Palisand there. But, here just a note, he messaged the group chat a couple of times throughout this week. Oh, I hate building for Socrates' team because he's going to flinch me down and I can't do anything about that. But I didn't actually bring any flinching tactics this week. So, I go into Donphan just because, well, Donphan is here to just be in this thing's way. And that's exactly what it's doing thus far. So, I'm gonna go with Donphan. I Stone Edge because for some reason I didn't want Scarm to, you know, get back up to full, but what I should have done there is Rocks. Or just even EQ just to hit the Zard harder. But I Stone Edge. You know, not all that bad. But Tangrowth comes in on the Catherine the Great, and she drop kicks. And you know what? I'm just gonna knock on the following turn because she's definitely going to U-turn out. So he's going to get momentum. I mean by Catherine the Great. Brian is actually a male. So I'm just probably gonna knock here. I do think that actually HP Electric. Okay, wait. So I didn't want Scarm, you know, to roost again and be a nuisance to my team, even though the majority of my team deals with Scarm reasonably well. The thing I did was just HP Electric because I didn't want Scarm to come back here. So it was the U-turn was obvious, and he was either gonna go into his Palisand, which I would speed and Power Whip. Or he was going to go into Scarm because this is his grand opportunity to roost, but I just didn't want to grant him that opportunity. So, I'm going to switch out Tangrowth because that thing still at that amount of HP at 55 after Rocks 43 takes on the Palisand reasonably well. So I go into P2. This time around, I do get special attack boost, but this time around it's quite useless. So I have to switch out there. So I'm just going to go into Donphan. To just sack it really. At this point he has revealed all his moves. It was Substitute, it was Roost, Substitute, Dragon Dance, Fire Punch, and Dragon Claw, so he doesn't have Recovery, and all of his attacking moves are contact moves, and Donphan is just going to get Rocky Helmet damage on there. Obviously he had to attack there because if he had set up again I would have probably killed him with P2. And at this point Reuniclus doesn't really do that much anymore, and it's designed to take even a Flare Blitz from this amount of HP, so he goes for Dragon Claw. But that's fine. I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Ball and just end up killing this thing, because there was always the possibility of him going into Gardevoir. So getting some lefties back, and now he is gonna go into his Palisand, which, if you've seen Team Builder, and at this point, if you haven't watched Team Builder, is becoming kind of unnecessary. But you know, I put enough speed in Reuniclus to outspeed the Palisand, so at this point, you know what, let me just test the waters here. Did he put some speed in his Palisand or not? But he actually didn't end up doing that. So Reuniclus goes for Shadow Ball, claiming his second kill. It's second kill, by the way. So now Catherine is gonna come in. I go for the Psychic, which I shouldn't have done because the only move it had to hit me with was U-turn anyway, and then he would have gone to Gardevoir. I go for Psychic here. It wasn't an optimal play, but at this point I do think I kinda had the game. So I didn't want to make like any unnecessary predictions or calls or whatever, so I just decided to sack my Tangrowth here. Tangrowth has done his job thus far. I mean, Reuniclus also did his job, take a hit from Zard and then just kill it. But Tangrowth is gonna go down to a series of 2 Moonblasts. I kind of predicted Shadow Ball, but Moonblast probably would have also killed the Reuniclus from there. And here I go into Mega Manectric because I figure, you know what, I'm just gonna outspeed this thing. and then just kill it. But that both things don't happen. Okay, he goes for a Moonblast, which means he Scarf, and for this entire game, I didn't think about Scarf Gardevoir for 1 second. I just straight up did not. So here that reveals that he is Choice Scarf. He's locked into Moonblast, so I go for the Volt Switch, and that's an easy Rashi substitute for me. That's exactly what happens. I'm just gonna set up the substitute with Jirachi right here, right now, loving the impossible. As he goes into his Catherine, that was the only play he could have made, and if he didn't do that, he would have given me a free sub. He couldn't break that. Moonblast would have done about 9 to 12% or something. So that would have granted me a free substitute, and then also a free kill. So this was his best play. He goes to Psychic. I do get Spadef drop, but I don't necessarily think that mattered, because drop kick doesn't even break my sub. I could just sit here and just spam Shadow Ball and Psychic until he gets enough Spadef drop, and with the Serene Grace, you know, that is about to happen. So Psychic is going to kill Catherine the Great, and I really thought the thing was AV, because I didn't. It's very physically bulky, but I never considered it to be specially bulky as well. So he was probably max with Depth Serena, but I have no idea. But in comes Gardevoir. I'm behind the sub, so I got off 1 free hit, and that's going to be the Shadow Ball, and that's going to be the game. So basically what happened is Tangrowth got 1 kill, Reuniclus got 2 kills, and then Jirachi got 3 kills. I think that's how it happened. So Jirachi sitting at a nice 3-0 after week 1. So I'm very happy with Jirachi's performance. I do hope to keep that one up, and we win 4-0 for first week. That's going to be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys next week.